Good evening and welcome to Dice Off, our Twitch channel where my friends and I gather every Friday night at 7 Central, although we'll probably be gathering at 7:30 for the next couple play sessions. But what we do tonight is we're going to play The Age of Adventure, which is a tabletop role-playing game set in a medieval fantasy world of high magic. So, my name is Chad, and let's see. It is my job as the Dungeon Master to kill these guys in as flashy and as wonderful a way as possible, while it is their job to attempt to survive, which they never do, and win loot and save the princess, which we're hoping will happen this season. Last season, and every time we've played before this, they walk around killing the good guys and looting the corpses.
Rhaegar.
But
Put the problem.
we are hoping to put an end to that this season. All right. So let's introduce our characters and get on with the game. We'll start over here with Spencer.
Oh, name's Borak. I'm a runecaster.
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
All right. Scott.
Rhaegar is Rhaegar, the warrior of 1,000 lives. I am a Dillo knight. Dillo has plated armor covering his body, which gives him very good shielding. And I am a knight of Shoreside in service to the prince and princess of Shoreside.
All right. Andrew.
I'm Edwin the Wayfarer, Kaladin Inquisitor Extraordinaire.
And Kevin. Last.
I am Zard the Southerner, Dragon Gith, Priest of the Light.
All right. So last week, there we go. So last week, two members of the party, Borak and Rhaegar, arrived to the Crossroads market town in hopes of putting an end to their quest by slaying the great purple-haired wretch that destroyed their home city of Shoreside. Unfortunately,
And a wretch he was.
the man they came to kill was, in fact, not the man they were hunting. In the process, they were ambushed by a demon. They escaped, but not before Mizard almost killed everyone by burning down the building around them that everyone was standing inside of. Edwin also arrived at the Crossroads in hopes of finding a fellow inquisitor by the name of Timothea. It was discovered that Timothea had traveled to Eastcliff to locate the Door of Nishtaru, an object from a fabled myth that few people believe even exists. Realizing that their paths lead in the same direction, the party members joined forces and traveled together toward Eastcliff. Borak and Rhaegar in hopes of finding allies against the Baker King, and Mizard and Edwin in hopes of finding Timothea, who is apparently the last man who had ever seen Edwin's brother still alive. En route to Eastcliff, the party witnessed a bandit gang attacking a small farming settlement. They were dressed in the outfits of the Eastcliff soldiers, and they were taking prisoners and slaying anyone who opposed them. The party killed several of the men in red, and they are now tracking the others northward into Anglewood as the sun descends slowly in the west. So, what would you like to do as you travel deeper and deeper into the darkening forest?
Keep on going into the forest.
Keep going.
What time of day is it?
The sun is starting to set. You have a couple hours of daylight left.
Do we know how far ahead the cavern that escaped would be?
You're not exactly sure. They had maybe... What did they have? They had a couple hours ahead on you. Because you had, after killing them and driving off the ones with the wagon, you stayed behind and helped bury the dead.
I thought we went chasing the
Or
wagon.
you maybe went chasing
we
them
went chasing the wagon.
immediately
Yeah.
afterwards.
Could
Let's
I
see.
fly up and see if I can see them?
You could, but they're in the forest.
There's no path.
But a wagon has to follow.
Yeah,
the path.
Oh.
It's a path big enough for a wagon.
well. Still, trees are large. Tree trunks are skinny. You could probably fit a wagon into the forest and still be covered from the sky. However, you can fly up there and try and see if you can see anything.
Okay.
We'll say that you probably left roughly 10 to 15 minutes after the wagon departed. The other thing is they did have a few miles of open ground before they entered the forest, and they were on horseback going as fast as those horses could go. There's a chance they're moving more quickly than you are. So roughly how far behind? You're not sure. You lost sight of them before they entered the forest.
Yes, but there's still a trail.
Yes, the trail is clear, clear as day. I
We
mean,
will catch up to them and either save the peasants or avenge them.
I would imagine.
Through the night?
No.
We need our rest.
We need to be in top condition for fighting. I'm not sure we can handle an entire squadron of bandits if we're tired.
if you remember, there's only a couple of the men in red remaining. Probably one, maybe two riding the cart, and you saw at least one or two others on horseback.
Were these not just bandits, but there were people in that east cliff?
What's the penalty for fatigue? Permanent opening?
Yes, for one, until you rest. But that wouldn't apply till the next day.
These were-
They were wearing the exact same uniform as the soldiers of East Cliff, with the exception that some of them had torn off the insignia, scraped off the insignia or stuff like that, but the clothing was the same.
Green jade rings, which made them crazy.
And they were all wearing these actually they were just rings, plain little rings with a rune inscribed on them that you've never seen before.
Through the night or rest?
Well,
Must-
it's not, you still have a couple hours before you'd even have to think about
I say
resting.
we keep
Then
on going.
we
Push
keep
on.
running.
Yes.
As fast as you can.
No.
Not breakneck speed, but at least a good jog.
Yeah. As fast as a fully armored Dillo can travel.
Just
Okay. A lot more.
We go off his pace.
Can't you just roll places?
they can roll very quickly
Precious armor?
for very short distances.
Yes, we're like natural born sprinters.
So
Very dangerous over short distance.
What if I just kick you like a ball? You roll further?
Oh, I'd like
No
to see
one
you
puts their
try.
boots on the night of a shore side.
Except in
Yes.
I mean, you can let him try. I'm pretty sure you'll break his foot.
I mean, obviously.
It would be pretty hysterical.
Then we have to heal the foot.
Ah.
We don't have to do anything.
Oh, we're still doing this.
Well, technically, I can't heal a foot, so.
You think
Well, I could try. But it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
you'd be more likely to amputate a foot than you would be
I
to
mean,
heal.
that's my healing method.
Yeah. You would amputate the whole leg.
Alright, I want a marching order. And did you want to fly up
I
to
will
see
be
if you can
first,
get
yeah.
any shot? Alright, so first we're having Rhaegar leading,
I will be second.
with the dwarf right behind him, or say you're heading northward.
Okay, I guess I'm last.
And we've got you flying. So,
Yeah, I guess I'll just fly above the group.
let's see.
Walking.
Do I have anything? I might have something to represent flight.
You get like wire and hang it from the ceiling, you just come flying.
Yeah.
You just hook it up to their little hook and flying.
We need those clear towers that can be moved around the board.
They just show us flying around.
Yeah.
We can just know that he's flying.
Yeah, wait, I got
Andrew,
an
just
idea.
hold your character the whole time.
An idea.
I say we can fly the whole game. So
Clear tower!
A clear tower!
Perfect.
Nice.
Improvisation at best. All right. How is do we got? All right. So, what we can do is, yeah. Well, you continue on.
Do you need a tracking roll or anything? Or can I use my cutting to try to think of where they might be headed and cut them off?
No, what I'm going to do, let's see. You continue heading northward as fast as you possibly can through the Anglewoods, and you eventually arrive at Cliff River. This is the fast-flowing water that separates the relatively peaceful lands of the human realm from the savagery of the northern wilderness. It's been a couple hours that you've been tracking the wagon, and the sun is just now setting in the west. And it makes this, the great river kind of look like flowing blood as it reflects the red of the setting sun. The wagon tracks you've been following clearly lead up to the muddy riverbank ahead, and then they do a little bit of a do-si-do around and head back toward the dark and thickly wooded area to the west. What would you like to do?
Follow. Wait, can I quickly see if it's impossible that anybody got in the river here?
You could go up to the riverbank and kind of search around if you would like to.
I'm gonna do that.
Cunning roll. What would the rest of you like to do while he's playing in the water?
4. You said it's almost nighttime.
The sun's just now setting.
I can fly up and look for campfires.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. What would you guys like to do?
I could splash around in the water and help.
I'll just be keeping watch.
Okay. You head down to the water, and you very quickly locate what appears to be a heavy wooden stake. It's about as thick as a dwarf's arm, which you know is fairly thick. It's about 3 feet high, and it was concealed by some shrubs that had been placed around it, purposefully. In fact, it was so well camouflaged that had you not been looking based on the wagon tracks, you never would have seen it. At the top of this wooden stake, after you slide the camouflage to the side, you notice that there's this heavy pulley has been placed onto it somehow, manufactured. And that there's a nice thick corded rope that's been wrapped through the pulley. And that both ends of that rope kind of head straight north into the water and then down underneath the water.
Well, guys, I think I found something, maybe?
What'd you find?
I'm not really sure what it is, but it goes under the water.
Aha!
And I don't really want to pull it unless we all
I
think
say
should
we pull
Yeah,
it.
perhaps we should pull it.
Alright, I pull it.
You can make a resolve check quickly before you descend back down, if you want to
Very
descend
much
down.
not thinking. Alright, 3.
3. You think you may have spotted a glimmer of light in the forest to the north of the river, but you're not sure what it could
Across the river.
be. You don't know. It could be anything.
I mean, like the light came from like across.
Yes, the light came from across the river on the north side. All right. So, what did you do?
I'm gonna think real hard and then I'm gonna pull it.
All right. You pull. Now it's two rope. It's one rope wrapped around the pulley, so it's like two.
Yeah.
Do you pull the top one or the bottom one?
Can I decide, try to figure out which one's gonna make the thing under the water come up? Looks like it's attached to something under the water, right?
Maybe. Both of them go down into the water.
Or it could just be a guide for like them to hang on to when going across it.
I'll pull on the top one.
Pull on the top one.
So a little bit to see if I get any resistance.
All right. You don't get any resistance, and as you start pulling, roll your resolve. And is anyone by him?
Me!
You can roll, and you're still landing.
I am not near. I am above the break.
Resolve. Wow.
But if I have
And
to, you're
up guarding.
Yeah, I was
All right.
watching while they were down by the river.
I got a 4.
Nice, nice. After a couple quick tugs, you notice some movement on the far shore side. in the reeds that are kind of growing out of the water right on the bank, the river bank. What do you do?
Does it look like it's something that's attached to the rope?
You can't tell at this point. You pulled the rope, something moved, and the reeds waved back and forth. You froze, and you watched, and nothing.
I'm gonna give it a quick, short tug to see if the reeds move.
Alright, quick short tug, and again, the weeds move again.
Alright, pull.
Alright, you pull a couple more times,
I'll grab my maul.
and out from behind these reeds, you see this small vessel being pulled straight across. It's a makeshift raft that looks like it has been just some logs have been roughly hewn in half so they form a flat base and then tied quickly with some twine that they happen to have. Relatively small. You could probably fit 3, maybe 4 people onto it at one point.
We'll pull the bottom one and see if the raft goes the other way.
Yep, when you pull the bottom one, the raft goes the opposite direction.
Okay.
So we can cross this river fairly easily with this pulley system.
Yes, in fact, that's one of the things that is that you're kind of interested about, because you know that there's currently only 2 ways to cross this river. This is a very wide river, very strong current.
Walk
The
across
water,
the bottom of it.
the water is really cold too because it's coming from the northern mountains, and so it's difficult to swim across this river in any fashion. You could do it, but it's dangerous. Someone who's got no packs on and is in swimming gear could probably make it across with successful rolls, relatively easy successful rolls, but none of you could swim. One of you wouldn't have to swim.
Yep. I just fly. I don't know what you guys got.
Alright, I think we should use this pulley system to cross the river before it's too late.
But what I was saying was that there's only 2 ways across this river. One is the bridge at East Cliff, and that's far to the west. And the other one is the pass, which is the barge. And there's a settlement there that they built a barge that goes across. That gets you north to Pixetti. So, for whatever reason, whoever built this, they went to a lot of work to create a secret route across.
Smuggler's raft.
Yeah, but didn't the wagon go the other direction?
That is true. The wagon went west.
So the wagon did not cross.
They could have just
The wagon
dumped
went
the
to fit.
wagon and whipped the horses to go that way.
Do we risk following the
Hey, buddy,
wagon?
did you see anything when you were up there?
I possibly saw a light north of the river.
So we must cross.
I think we should cross.
It could have been a firefly. Could have been a firefly.
Then it shall be
That's
the
a
deadest
survival.
firefly to ever have crossed our path.
Well, this raft is here for a reason. I would assume that whatever you saw was who we were hunting. The wagon, possibly a distraction.
I agree.
I
They
see
could have
what's
unloaded the
wrong.
peasants
There is
here.
evil to be cleansed, we shall go.
They could have unloaded the peasants here and sent the wagon off back to where it came from.
I agree. I'm gonna board the raft.
All right.
I shall also board the
I
raft.
fly across the river.
The 3 people for the 3-person raft shall board the raft.
We shall go.
All right.
Protector of the light.
The 3 of you kind of crowd onto it. There's relatively decent room, but 2 of you are rather wide in girth. And so, as you're starting to pull yourself back across, make athletics rolls for everybody. As long as you don't roll a 1,
This is actually fairly good for me.
you should be okay.
I rolled an 8.
God.
All right. That's just the worst way to kill
I got
someone.
one.
You got 1!
Oh boy.
You just hear a splash.
Good luck to ya.
Can I reach an arm down and try to grab him?
I grab him with my tail.
Would you allow me to dive and try to...
You're too far up. You wouldn't have time to react.
Okay,
Stretch
guys.
my long tail.
I'll just drink a stimulant for my drowning injuries and just walk across the bottom.
Splash.
I'm
All right.
override device, so I have a rope.
Let's see. Resolve and resolve to see how quickly you can react to the splash.
Oh, resolve.
Where does 6 go?
Alright, I got this. 6.
6.
6!
Holy cow!
We both were just on point.
All right, the two of you were both kind of watching the dillo. And the reason is because the dillo was busy looking over the edge at the fish that were swimming around below. And he kept leaning farther and farther forward until all of a sudden you hear a whoo, 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 whoo. And as he starts leaning forward, you both reach out and grab him, one by the tuft of the ears and the other one by the armor. It doesn't stop him from going into the water, but what it does do is he splashes into the water, and by pulling on him, it kind of jerks him around, and he's able to get an arm on the raft. So he's now hanging on for dear life, quite literally, because he will sink like a rock.
This is good, guys. Just keep going to the shallow water. I
Can I pull him all the way up?
That's going to be difficult, but you can make a roll. Roll vitality versus his vitality.
You get pulled into the water.
10.
yeah, I can't.
10?
There's no way I can beat
I
that.
love servo gear.
Yank one arm.
I only roll a dice 6 for vitality, so
All
I
right.
can't beat the 10.
Good. That means you come up.
Yeah.
Your arm latches onto him, and you hear the whirring sound of the gadget starting to just give you strength. And you just kind of like crane haul him back up onto the raft.
That's awesome.
Well, you narrowly averted death. Which is always the most deadly things for you guys, is the river.
Death?
Like dragons, demons, enemy wizards or warlocks, no problems. A little
Climbing checks. The bane of my existence.
As long as you don't roll.
There's
How
a
every
pit.
Scott character dies. Almost literally.
Yep.
Okay.
Horrible climbing checks. Gosh.
You make it to the far side of the river. Let's see. On the far side, the north side of the river, you find dozens of tracks scattered about the muddy riverbank. They are a mix of the heavy tracks of armed men combined with the softer tracks of the prisoners. On this northern side of the river, there is a little grotto hidden among the reeds that you see was designed or maybe even dug out of the dirt, purposefully to help conceal the raft from view from those on the south side of the river. Like I said, if it hadn't been for those tracks leading you right there, you probably would never have known this raft had even existed. Here there is a clear trail in the mud of the riverbank that leads directly north, away from the area. However, once the trail enters the darkness of the northern forest, it becomes much harder to follow, and you do not have much light left this evening.
Perhaps we should camp without creating lights and pick this trail up in the morning.
The trail, you can tell, is incredibly fresh. Whoever was here had just been here.
Or maybe we trapped them down tonight.
And kill them.
And use the okay.
Use their light. The light always guides my path.
Yes.
Alright, what's your plan?
Trap them.
Head north. What do you do with the raft?
I
It's
wanna
currently...
get it as concealed as they had it before.
Make it as
Keep using
concealed?
the pulley.
Alright, you have to pull it a little bit farther to get it to go into that little grotto, but it's pretty simple to make it go in there. So, from what you can tell, it's perfectly hidden from the south side. And it's waiting for you here on the north side.
Can
You
I
can-
quickly take a look at the river and try to get a gauge of where it is, so if I have to use it again, I can find it?
Yeah,
Is there any, like, hints based on what they do?
you're looking east and west down both sides of the river.
We should just plant a giant banner here.
Well, then
Make a
don't know
cunning.
we were here.
Cunning
But
roll.
we could flag it as ours.
You have a flag.
Hey,
8?
I'm
going to make
What the
some.
heck kind of stats do you
I've got
have?
gadgets. I get +2 in everything. And then I have a trifecta. I get +3 in everything.
What? How do you get a +2? Oh, gadgets
Rocket.
give you a +2,
Gadgets
don't
get
they?
+2, and I have a trifecta, so I get another +1.
Yeah, you should be making me roll. I only have a dice 4.
Maybe you should not mention that.
My lowest skill is at dice.
You're what?
Well, no, resolve I don't have a gadget for, actually. I only get a dice 6 in resolve.
Oh no.
My highest skill is a dice 6.
Your lowest is his best.
That's so bad.
All
I
right.
got a lot of armor.
All right. All right. You begin heading north. It doesn't take you long before you discern a light in the distance. You walk for maybe a half of a mile in the darkness, and it's starting to get incredibly difficult to see. You're stumbling around, tripping over fallen branches, walking into trees.
At least we're not tripping over peasant corpses yet.
And several of you decide, well, you feel like it's about time to either stop for the night or light a torch to guide your way, because it's getting almost impossible to walk. But just when you're about to just stop to argue about deciding whether or not you need to keep going, you see this light. It's maybe a quarter of a mile ahead, and it only comes occasionally, because they're walking amongst trees, it looks like. So occasionally you'll see this flicker of light, and then it will disappear behind a tree. What do you want to do?
Are we close enough to do a knight's charge?
We're a half mile away. Or a quarter mile away.
Yeah, but I mean, I can technically charge from any distance. Just take me multiple rounds to get there.
Every tree trunk.
Continue charging. Crash into the tree. Get up, charge again.
Is my flying very loud?
You're flying.
Or is it stealthy?
You can't fly with stealth. The
No,
flap
I mean,
of
like-
your wings. If you could get up into the air high enough, then yeah, they're not gonna be able to hear anything.
I thought he still was in the air.
If you cast silence on yourself, would you be able to maintain stealth?
No, because they can see you flying pretty good. Like, where is he?
I'm stealthy.
Polymorph into a cloud.
Right now, you're currently flying, but you're flying low because of the canopy of the trees. Flying high is rather difficult without any type of clearing. So, randomly, I'll give you about a 50-50 chance whether or not you could fly high.
You're not flying high.
What's that?
I'm flying high.
Okay, so you want to be flying
High.
Yeah.
above the canopy. So you may or may not be able to join the fight. That's what you're saying.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to dive through their leaves, or you might take injuries and fall down.
Crash.
So I'm flying.
You're flying a few feet off the ground underneath the canopy of the trees.
Okay.
And you could fly up and land occasionally on the trees if you want to for a rest.
Hilarious, as if he had a golden superhero landing, just bust through.
Or a globe.
He's gonna do a superhero.
I just stay where I'm at then.
What's that?
I just stay where I'm at.
Stay flying low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we wait until they stop moving?
You might lose them amongst the trees.
Are they moving away from us?
You actually are so far away you can't tell if they're moving or not.
I say we continue on
Slowly
and
approach.
investigate. Slowly.
Slowly
I'm
and
not
silently.
very quiet. I like to mention.
I have an idea. I could go in there and ask, if you'd have some time to hear for our Lord and Savior.
What if they just kill you?
Do they have Jehovah's Witnesses in the forest?
You've never heard of a random Jehovah's Witness walking through the
I'm
woods?
actually okay with this. Let's go ahead.
And way in the night, just comes up to your camp and asks you if you had time for the Lord
Never
and
happened
Savior.
to me.
Never?
Never.
It happens in the Caledon lands all the time.
Go ahead and try it out.
Flying Jehovah's Witnesses are the worst things in existence.
That makes a lot of sense.
They're hard to get away from.
So we doing it?
No. Are you
Let's
crazy?
keep walking.
All right, you keep walking. What armor are you wearing? plate mail, like the full plate mail.
I was being quiet while I was walking.
You just see how Bud
walking.
Clay.
We just
and
know-
you have.
Actually, as ridiculous as it sounds, I'm probably the quietest one here.
Oh.
I have splint mail, which gives me
Splint?
bonus athletics.
Nice. So yeah, you're pretty
I
quiet.
actually have really
armor.
good athletics though.
Well, I'm flying. Wait, did I land? No, I'm still flying, so they can hear the flapping probably.
Yep.
But I don't have any all on.
Okay. And I would allow you to probably start battles flying low if you want, but no stealth at that point.
I just got garments.
And you just have garments. So
Can I roll my athletics and see if I can be quiet in my plate mail? As quiet as possible, at least.
in theory.
Considering plate mail has a loudest debuff.
5. Fairly quiet for plate mail.
Clang. Clang. Clang.
Like a little dog.
Clang. Clang. Everyone's like, shh, dwarf, quiet.
Take off your armor.
I'm hungry.
As clanky as I can.
I would imagine with those stubby legs, you couldn't walk very stealthily either. You'd be like, clang.
Although 5 is fairly effective roll. And so you are able to sneak forward fairly stealthily. You occasionally hear the smack of metal on metal and gear on metal, followed by a dwarvish curse. But for the most part, you're relatively quiet.
When we get like fairly close, I'll cast whirlwind to keep myself as quiet as possible.
You do know the casting process is quite loud, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise,
After I'm done casting it,
after
I'll
you're
be
done,
quiet.
Yeah. So,
I think I'll just charge at that point.
all right. You eventually sneak your way forward to a small glade in the forest. This is an opening, maybe roughly 20 by 20 squares worth, 100 feet by 100 feet, where there's no trees. So in this area, Kaladin, you'll be able to fly high as easily as you want and land as easily as you want. You see several men in red waiting outside of a large rocky cave entrance. Now, these appear to be the men that you had been chasing before. However, there's an additional individual amongst them, along with the prisoners. The men are still wearing their crimson cloaks from the East Cliff, that the East Cliff soldiers wear. 2 of them have lit torches in hand, and the captives stand nearby one of the torch wielders. The captives are tied together with a strong corded rope, each of their wrists bound to the wrists of the next after a couple feet of rope in between. One of the men in red stands out from amongst the others, and this is the individual that's not wearing a red cloak, but rather he is wearing gray robes. You don't remember seeing this individual from the battle. His back is currently toward you, and he seems to be performing some kind of ritualistic ceremony upon a nearby rock. A thick incense is emanating from a burning stick of sage, and he's chanting some kind of incantation while pushing the incense toward the cave opening with a makeshift fan of dried vegetation that he's put together. A few moments pass, and something begins to stir in the cave. Then a twisted black imp emerges. Bile is dripping from his fangs as it struts towards the gray-robed man with a hobbling limp. The prisoners squeal in horror at the sight of the little demon. But the men in red do not flinch at all, as if they didn't even notice the sickening creature. There's a brief exchange between the imp and the robed one, and you see the vile monster toss a small pouch to the man. The man snaps his fingers, and instantly 2 of the men in red drive the prisoners forward by tugging on the rope that collectively binds them. Then he hands the rope to the imp with a hiss and a mocking snarl. The twisted creature jerks on the rope and turns his back to the people and heads toward the cave, leading the prisoners in with him.
I would like to make a charge action as this is happening.
Well, this will initiate
Don't let them
quickly.
escape war though.
I don't even want the prisoners to hit the mouth of the cave.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Don't
what
let
I'm
anybody
charging.
get away. Let's go.
All right. Roll some initiative here.
That's all right.
You guys.
Watch how fast I am.
Oh,
Wow.
ooh, I got a 9.
What'd you get?
Wow. Well, actually, no, it's kind of not too bad.
I like nudge you on the shoulder and run in. You're like,
Oh yeah, I should run.
Let me get your initiatives here. We've got Borak with 6, Rhaegar with 2,
I rolled my d6 3 times.
Paladin with 1,000,000, and Wizard with none.
After it's inquisible.
I was like not paying attention. They took me by surprise by running in.
Yeah, you were watching. You were like turning around, watching
the battlefield
everyone else.
up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you can't see a thing.
Keep going. You won't be.
Oh,
Is it-
that's like
is
a
it
minute
frozen?
delay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's a minute.
delayed.
It's delayed. Yeah.
Just move it forward. It'll show.
Oh yeah. I can't tell.
You're about right.
You're
right
on
there. Yeah.
So we want to be right here in the smack middle.
Yeah. I should back that camera off a bit. Should have just left it back and left the edges.
Because
I got it. I got it.
All right, so here's our cave opening. Where are these guys at? Right there you are. We're gonna back you up slightly. Hopefully you're still on.
There.
All right.
That's way better.
We need some men in red. Let's see here. So this is the guy that handed it off to the imp.
Which one is?
This guy. Here's the guy with the gray robes. Here is a knight guarding the guy in the gray robes. And we need one more individual.
you don't have a detect evil thing.
No. I mean, him's evil though.
But I mean, if
No, the guy in the grays.
yeah,
Dessert sauce.
I mean the imp's obviously evil.
Which I can be really effective against.
All right.
Everything else, not so much.
Yep.
I'm already going hit once.
I have an idea.
Did you get a chance? You didn't have your repair room.
Yeah, I just since we changed the rules, technically you can do it whenever. So I just earned my leather. Hit one. So
Oh, we didn't know. So we're gonna have to grab one. They're over there.
Is that dice roll?
Yeah, I use that to track my. That's the one I use to track my how much I can breathe fire and stuff. Is there extra counters over there?
Dice 4, one out there is. That would be
This is no.
That's so sad. One good hit would just destroy you.
Pretty squishy.
Almost counted the most thing in existence.
Hit points are just horrible for you.
What?
I know what those counters represent.
So,
Oh, I get to roll runes this time. 4! Yay! Try killing me!
all right. I believe I'm ready to go. I need their initiative is what I need. All right. Edwin, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Squawk heroes.
I fly high.
All right. You are flying high.
That's a good representation.
Next, Borak. What do you do?
I'm gonna burn a spell component and cast Whirlwind.
Burn a spell component, cast
Mana.
Whirlwind,
Cast Whirlwind.
and
Not a word, not a word.
line of sight to counter magic.
Aren't I behind the bush yet?
Oh, you know, I could allow you to duck behind the bush.
I was gonna say, I'm like right behind the bush.
All right.
That guy's not gonna be able to get it. Spell off. Yeah, no idea. I will.
All right, their turn.
Me just getting affected by it.
Let's see. Looks like the only person in sight range is going to be you.
One person standing on the bush.
Here comes our crossbow. 11.
I will block that with my face.
Take this face. 8. Ouch.
Can I buckler armor that?
Click. Yeah. But, yeah.
Just don't get a bad spirit.
No, what? Nope. Get in there.
2.
Down to 6.
Uh-oh.
8.
Nice.
All of it.
What's your armor? 8 armor?
8 for my splint. Yeah.
The arrow, or the quarrel from the crossbow. He takes aim. Your little head is the only thing sticking out from all of you as you stand up. Click! It flies through the air as you're screaming. Tunk! Bounces off your head and ricochets straight into the sky.
Hits the cow.
See a bird just fall down.
All right, let's do something entertaining here.
All they've done is enraged me. Some thick head you got.
How about?
That's what she said.
It's so bad.
Demon.
Or we just openly bash Jehovah's Witnesses too.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be fun. All right, he's gonna cast a spell. Well, you can't counter it because you're hiding behind the bushes.
I will counter it with my maul when I get close enough.
If you deal an injury to him, I can knock him out for the rest of the battle.
Perfect.
All right,
Focus on that.
let's do.
2,000 mages.
All right, we're going to do an arcane blast just for fun. He casts a spell, and this beam of arcane, orange glowing energy fires from his hand, launches straight up into the sky and down right onto your head.
Bring it!
Blasting you and everyone around him. So that would include you popping one of your globes. And it is going to deal 6 magic damage.
Question. I can't intercept this, can I?
You would switch places and then he'd be hit by
Yeah,
an AoE
okay.
anyways.
6 damage, 6 damage to me?
6 damage to you, blockable by armor.
Alright.
And shields if
There's 3
actually,
and 7, so either way I got all of it.
oh, you know what I realized? You asked if you could block with the
Buckler.
buckler. You can't do that for first range.
You still blocked the whole thing last time.
Yeah, I still blocked it with my...
Yeah,
my
but just so you're aware,
Okay.
it's- bucklers
I'll
are only
keep
for
that in mind.
melee.
That's why I asked. Because I wasn't sure if bucklers could block arrows or not.
Yep. All right. The rest of them are going to move into a formation here. So, blocking line of sight, and all right. So that is going to be the end of their turn. Rhaegar, you are up.
12 squares directly towards them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice charge.
Oh, I only had level 2. I will just intimidate them.
All right, you intimidate them with your fierce ears.
Yes.
They just kind of wiggle, twitch. Take that, knight. All
Oh,
right,
that's my irritated symbol.
that's your irritated symbol.
Irritated symbol. Oh my god. Bad pun.
It's your triple one.
Mizard.
Alright, let's try this. That went well. Only was 3. I need sight range.
Oh, you have gun.
Yeah. Well, I think we can do this. We'll just cast Benediction. No, actually, Actually, I'm going to save it for later. We're going to move 3 and 4 to the left.
3 over.
And no, other way. My right, your left.
1, 2, 3.
And then run 4 and up to the
Laser
other bush.
pointer.
Here?
Do I have a sight range on that guy now?
Yeah, and you got cover against ranged attacks.
Except I can't do anything because that was my run action too, so I can't cast anything yet.
Nope, not yet. Alright. After Mizard, Edwin, you were flying high. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to shoot this guy with a crossbow.
Alright.
Let's see. Shooting. 6.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, what'd you get?
1.
Well,
I think you needed it.
I end up firing like straight ahead. It goes like 2 miles in the wrong direction.
I got this guy, so I'm gonna arc it and hit the guy.
you put the crossbow quarrel in your bow, prepared to fire, and the quarrel just falls out. You're like, dang it! The arrow just drops slowly to the ground. Borak, you're up.
Arrow man right in front.
I'm gonna move 7 squares closer to like there-ish. And then I'm gonna generate a custom.
Generate a casting token. Alright.
Oh, I actually messed that up. I was supposed to go too high on shooting skill, but it doesn't matter.
Whatever. Next time.
Yeah.
It looks like it is their turn. Alright, let's see if we can do this. No, wait! Yes, we can. We can do this. This guy is going to move forward. Make his attack on you.
I will parry it.
He is armed with a,
Maybe.
let's see, sword and shield.
Probably with my face.
Sword strike, 10 to hit.
Yeah, I can't parry that.
That's a pretty good roll.
That is way above my pay grade.
4 damage.
That's not though. Oops. 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 Come on. Oh, there's another dice in there. 1.
What's our
8. Locked.
All right. The wizard is going to move forward,
This is not going to.
and he is going to try to cast a spell.
I'm
An attack of
going
opportunity?
to. I can't attack kitty corner because I don't reach too.
Oh, it's kitty quarter for me.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to cast his level 3 spell.
Oh, this is going to not be good.
Hopefully, this will be all right.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's not good for him.
Yeah.
It depends on how he rolls. Come on, big number.
No
He is
whammy, no
casting
whammy, no whammy.
Vorpal Strike. He
Ugh.
generates.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't ignore armor.
What? Okay, good.
Yeah, it would be nice if it ignored armor.
Good deal.
He generates some arcane blades and then whips them directly at your head, dealing 10 damage.
Oh.
Down to 8. Down to 4. Injury.
Yes!
I was wounded from last battle, so
Here comes the injury roll. 7. That is a chest injury. Chest injury. So, if you're, let's see, damages garments, servo suits, and armor. So your armor drops a level.
That's actually pretty bad.
that sucked.
I mean, yeah, that works though because we used to consider chest injury like, oh, that's the best injury. It doesn't do anything.
Alright, the knight is moving from here to here. You can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I definitely wish to make an attack of opportunity. Here's my shield punch. 4 to hit.
4
And I'm
to
going to
hit.
use that as a setup attack to add an opening.
You said 4 to hit?
Yes.
That misses by quite a bit. He
Did he-
parries it.
He can't parry a shield.
Well, wait, what?
Shield roll.
Impact. No parry.
Not a dodge.
He's got to dodge it.
Does he have plate mail?
He is going to try to dodge.
Yeah. Does he have plate mail? You can't dodge.
No, he's got regular. Oh,
Okay.
7.
Ah!
He deftly jumps to the side as you
Second attack.
shield parry him.
I will add an opening to myself.
You had an opening to yourself. That
Perfect.
works out amazingly well because he is going to use the opening to whack you.
This isn't looking good.
Here we go.
Oh no, it's definitely not.
2. 2 to hit.
I can parry that! No, I can't.
Feels bad.
All right.
Is just,
Bastard sword coming at you. 6 damage.
I can armor that!
can you?
Well, at least that one.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll at a lower dice value. Yeah. So 6 you said?
6 total.
No, 2 damage to me. Oh, this is
All right.
going poorly.
Now he's going to shield hammer you. 12 to hit.
Yeah, that
Ow.
just hits.
Dealing 5 impact damage.
Oh.
Cannot parry. Huh.
Ah! Blocked all of it.
Your thick skull just takes the shield to the face. You step back, shake it off a little. You see stars, but that's not anything you haven't
Very
seen before.
It's fine.
That man's very thick-headed.
Alright, he reloads. Top of the round, Rhaegar.
I will drink a stimulant.
Now, is that free or is that your action?
I think that's probably my action. I get to ignore an injury. Is it an injury or all injuries?
1 injury.
I get to ignore an injury.
And you get to wake up if you're unconscious.
I get to
The
ignore
auto it wakes you up.
Yep.
Can
So
you use it while you're unconscious?
you couldn't, but someone else could use it on you.
I happen to have multiple stimulants.
I have a stimulant. I have stimulant, antidote.
So
Alright, Mizard.
I can take 1 more chest
You are up.
injury and not fall, so that's good.
Do they still have sightline to the wizard?
Do you? I don't know. This guy's purposely standing right in front of him. I would probably say no.
Then I move somewhere over this way, toward 6 squares over to where I have sight range on it.
Alright, that's probably good enough.
Alright. And then I cast Benediction on it.
Benediction?
Is it Benediction or is it
It's misspelled.
Benediction.
No, Another benediction.
Yeah.
Like
What does
addition, except it's
benediction do?
Benediction.
As an action, one target within sight range automatically hit, dealing D6 holy damage and adding an opening.
Alright.
No, this time it's an action. It only suffers 1 damage.
Bam! He's like, ah! His mage robes just sear from the glorious white light that you zap him with.
It's like a little.
It's like being hit by a tack. Ah! That's smart! But it doesn't do any real damage. Alright, 1 damage you said, right?
No, 1 damage.
1 damage. Alright. Almost there.
Someone could just hit him. Things would go really nice.
Alright. Edwin.
But then have to drink stimulants.
What does my talon attack do again?
Crap.
Oh. I don't know.
Never mind.
So I'm actually gonna when I'm up here, I'm gonna switch to my melee weapon, and then remove the opening. I can do both those in one pull, right?
Switch to your melee weapon.
Yeah, and then remove my opening.
I think removing the openings is the
If I can armor it, that's fine.
Let's see.
Well, northbound.
Yes. As your movement,
Yes.
if you're not in base contact, you can switch.
And my natural.
Yeah,
natural
natural
should work for this anyway.
Okay, switch weapons.
And I can't do
Although if you
anything
do
else.
4 damage, you're taking injury.
Borak, you are up.
I am casting lightning bolt, and it should hit all 4 of those, including Rhaegar, because they're all adjacent to each other.
I am the conduit.
They all
upon
suffer
which
one
you all
damage.
suffer.
Wow, we're all doing so much damage, guys.
Wait, who did you target?
Us.
Any one of them. Lightning chains between
This-
you.
Oh,
is
everyone
targeted.
suffers 1 damage.
Yes.
Including him?
Oh, wait, can I roll all separately though, right? You roll separately for damages?
Yeah.
Yeah, each person would take
Far
it.
One was me.
All this is the far left one. 1 damage.
Alright, that's...
This is Rhaegar, 3. This is the guy next to Rhaegar, 2. And the wizard takes 3. Wait, that's an opening. We'll leave it. Oh, that's not too bad.
3 on the wizard,
And ignores metal armor.
ignores metal armor.
2. You got your buckler, 2.
Imagine lightning would like ignore metal armor. I feel like that'd make it worse.
Blocked all of it.
Nice, nice.
Metal armor amplifies.
Alright, what was that one that you did?
Ignores it
It
with
was
armor.
Lightning, a bolt.
lightning bolt. Oh, you just cast lightning bolt.
Good.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's the first time lightning's been used in this
For
any
I
campaign.
can cast.
Yeah.
I had to go re-look at the rules to make sure I was doing
Is
everything.
it you have to do the
Yes.
with the injuries?
Alright.
No, it just says if any non-human creature within
Oh,
sight
okay.
range. And I can cast that anytime.
That was Borak. So now we have their turn.
Oh, bring it on, you pansies!
Who should we wax? Unfortunately, we have certain somebody behind a tree.
Who's behind a tree?
You are.
For the archer.
Oh, thank God. I didn't even think about the archer.
I honestly didn't see that archer.
Until they said there's an archer, I'm like, oh.
He's actually a crossbow man, but
Yeah.
who to blast? Who to
Shoot
blast?
me. I dare you.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to. You're the only person he's got a line of sight to.
Knock the bird in the air.
16 to dodge.
I'm all.
I move 1 square forward.
I'm you rolling it.
Thank you.
Ding. Dang it! I forgot you had that spell on you.
I love Whirlwind. It's so broken. Dice 20 to dodge.
Let's see. Well, let's just have this knight try and whack you again. He's gonna try and shield punch you.
I think that head's a little bit
3
whack.
to hit.
I will dodge that. No, I won't. I will take it.
To the face.
Face!
Impact damage 1.
I will. Yeah, I'll mark.
You just put your arm
Got
up. Clunk.
Got
It
it.
doesn't do anything. All right, Tom.
His arm actually hurts after hitting your arm.
Yeah.
Here's his sword, and so he tries to whack you with his shield punch your face. You just put your arm up, you kind of high five his shield, and it confuses him so badly that he actually just stands there in confusion, adding an opening.
Can I use this opportunity to dodge it anyway and move 1 forward?
Yeah, you could.
Thank you.
Smack. Guess this can get fun.
When that wizard tries to cast again, I'm hitting it with the ball.
Yeah, save the opening on the mage though.
All right, this
I'll
guard.
dive bomb the crap.
Well,
out
if
of
he
him.
if he deals the injury, I don't care who deals the injury. But I
Well,
got something
7
up
to
my sleeve.
hit.
But I'm pretty sure if I land and do attack, it's double.
I will try and dodge this as well. 7 to dodge.
Oh, dice
Dice
off.
off.
2 hit points.
12.
8.
Even if you
Haha.
kill him, I mean, that's
Well, I could
good
just
too.
aim for that guy.
Archer might be good to get.
Yeah.
See, 5 damage with the sword strike.
Let's see, I can't shield block that, can I?
Yeah, you could turn face him and shield block.
Alright, -3 and -6, so yeah,
Dang.
I got all of it.
Clang again. It looks like it's gonna be. Has the wizard gone?
No, that's why I moved closer. I thought he was going to be the first and not give me the opportunity to smack him hard.
The wizard's like, oh shoot.
Oh, the wizard's gonna have fun.
Yep.
I got plans.
If Scott doesn't kill him, I probably will.
Well, this is going to be entertaining. I guess he is going to
Sit there calmly.
try to hit you with his staff.
Ting ting.
Alright.
This is a counterattack.
5. 5 to hit.
I will dodge it. 5 to dodge.
Nice off.
Nice off.
6.
He hit me.
What an old man was this?
2 impact damage.
At least go auto armor on
Well,
Yes!
it. Armor's broken.
it's broken. Completely.
Doesn't it go down to a D4?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down to natural armor.
Oh.
But I blocked all the damage.
So you have just dice 4 now.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of armor. That's like a stupid amount of armor.
It can be a lot of armor if I roll well.
Alright, that's it. Rhaegar.
Sunder with fist on
Alright.
wizard to attempt to add permanent opening.
That's only when he rolls a 1. You can't add a permanent opening. Oh.
Sunder allows you
Sunder
to.
gets
If my brawling skill beats
Oh.
his vitality, he
Yep.
gets permanent.
Okay, good. Go for it.
Now, if I burn the opening to do that, I don't get to roll the dice 20. It's still my brawling skill.
Oh. Yeah, you don't. You just roll your rolling skill.
Okay. I'm gonna
Because he
attempt.
needs an opening for you to even do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm gonna attempt to sunder him with my fist anyway.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll my brawling skill, so I have a dice 6.
This is vitality. I got a 4.
Dodge, wizard, dodge! 5!
But you still
You
get
can continue the rest of your attack.
I'm going to attempt to. I'm just gonna maul him. I'm
Alright.
gonna burn the opening to maul him.
Alright.
Let's do some damage here.
19 to hit.
Ooh, I think you're gonna get him.
Okay.
Do some damage.
4.
Well, 4 is still something.
Does he get an injury?
Hey, he does!
Repentance.
Can you do it instantly?
It says, see, here's where it's get confusing.
Yeah.
It says any non-evil creature within sight range suffers an injury. Then, rather than dealing the injury, so it sounds like it has to be during
Yeah.
the thing. The unit counts as incapacitated for the duration of combat, which DM determines how long he becomes my ally for after combat.
Yep.
So he's unconscious.
Effectively took out the wizard.
Yeah. That was the whole plan. I was like,
Mezard, you are up.
That'll help.
I generate another 19, but I'm gonna move 2.
Alright.
2. And I use my last dragon roar and add an opening to everybody on the field.
Every enemy on the field.
Move 2 to the left. That way.
Is it every enemy or every
Every unit on the battlefield adds an opening.
Every
to field.
unit?
Yes. Or every enemy.
Enemy unit.
Every enemy unit?
Yes, every enemy unit adds an opening.
All enemy units.
Alright. Opening. Alright. Edwin.
Okay, so my landing melee attack.
Yep.
How does that work?
Just a standard attack, and if it hits, it doubles damage.
But I can use the opening.
And you can use the opening.
Ooh.
So you're gonna
You have
get...
to pick who dies.
It's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You land behind
11.
him. 11 to hit and can't stop it.
You get a dice 20 to hit regardless.
Oh. Well, either way, it's 1 dice value.
Dice 20 to hit.
Yeah, so it's normally a dice 6 damage.
It's
So
gonna be a
then it
dice
goes up
8.
Dice
Times
8.
2. Opening comes off.
6 damage.
That's doubled already? Or
Yeah.
you rolled a 6?
I rolled a 3.
Alright.
That was very anticlimactic.
Still did 6 damage.
Yeah.
He actually has armor,
Oh no.
so you definitely scared him a little. It's like, what just happened? You also get your claw attacks, remember?
Oh my.
dice 20 to hit with those, and they increase damage to dice 6 now. No, dice 4 times. Oh, dice 6, and you double it for the.
So I get 1 claw attack.
Yeah, you always get 1 claw attack.
Oh.
Every single turn
Oh!
is a free claw attack.
1.
And the bird's gonna.
A little too
get-
I get my nail caught on his
armor.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Can you just hold still for 1 second?
Crack!
Just like
I'm going
scratch
to
his
move,
nose. Sorry. That
up
makes
behind.
sense.
What's the one's the most armored? Left?
Definitely the most armored is the knight.
Yeah, I'd walk up behind him and attack him.
Alright, how many squares of movement?
17.
That's a lot of squares of movement.
I can
It's like
take
the
it
fastest dwarf
for
around.
12 to hit.
He actually might be able to stop this.
That dwarf must participate in the Olympics.
And fails.
Okay, good.
So you're just using gadgets for this?
No. That
Oh.
was the consuming the
Spell.
opening, and that was a spell.
Spell move.
1
Oh,
damage,
okay.
ends armor, and breaks it.
Alright.
What's all this low damage going around?
Do an epic flying claw
I'm slowly
attack.
gonna break this guy's armor, guys.
We'll get there eventually.
It's like the battle of tanks. Slow and boring.
Out there.
Clang! Ow! Clang! Clang!
One hit.
10 minutes later, clang. Alright, so that's all you did. 1 damage, and you penned the opening. Or penned the armor.
Broke his armor 1 level.
Yep.
Don't forget that.
Alright. It's actually his shield.
Yes. Good. I don't actually know if that was good or not, but I did.
His shield goes up, your hammer comes down, crash! Splinters everywhere in the air. Alright, that's all you got. Their turn. Turns to the Kaladin.
Goodbye, Edwin.
It was nice knowing ya!
He
Oh.
reload, though. He fired last turn.
No, he's a warrior that can instantly drop his crossbow, instantly pull out his halberd, gets a dice
Damn.
20 to hit for the opening 7. You might be able to dodge this. It might be the end of Edwin as we know it.
Good riddance.
7.
7!
Dice off.
Dice off.
Come on, win this.
You do not want to fail
18.
this. Double! Dice off! Here we go. You get dice 6 advantage tokens if you win. Ooh, 17.
No.
Dang.
Oh, so
That would be
You do
much.
not want to take that damage.
So much. Especially because it's now gone up. Because of the opening.
Well,
It's okay, you got. Oh, 2. 2! You tanked it!
100.
Diamond.
2, 0. What?
Surprised you're alive. Ah.
Were you at full HP after last fight?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because I didn't get hit at all.
Alright, let's see. Which way are you facing? This way?
I'm facing.
Yeah, you're facing mage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna turn to face.
Unless they walk behind you.
Yeah, I think the
Take an
knight
attack
is going
opportunity.
to.
He takes an attack of opportunity from the back, right? Because he's got to walk that way.
Alright, the knight's going to just whack you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight me.
Yeah, so I can turn to face for free. It doesn't matter.
Alright, here we go.
13 to dodge.
You might be able to hit it.
Nope. Second attack
7 to dodge.
adds an opening.
I will stay exactly where I'm at. Opening.
And the last guard attack roll on you. You're the only one you can hit.
I'm probably gonna end up blocking it with my face.
6 to hit.
feel
I
like
could
you
dodge
helped
this.
it out a little bit.
8 to dodge.
Dang it! Alright.
We're just gonna
Rhaegar.
keep pounding at each other.
I'm going to.
Sunder him with my fist again.
Alright.
I could hide. 2.
Here we go.
2 to hit.
Ugh.
No.
He has to dodge it.
I don't think so.
Has to dodge it. Let me
I just
reroll.
take it.
It's
Dodged.
a little weird.
Alright, I'm going
He's
to
anything he does.
burn the
Stay while
opening
you're trying to go up in the
to
air.
maul him.
You're
Alright,
gonna fly. Oh, basically, we're
10 to hit.
that's gonna automatically hit.
when you do take off like Iron Man.
8
one
damage.
Shoot off in the air.
Well, shield tanks 2 of it. Armor tanks the rest.
Iron.
Oh!
They're heavily armored, but
They are heavy, they are. I
Yeah.
can't fly.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Well, that was nice to know, Mizard.
I know higher brawling skill.
We are going to hit him with Benediction. Actually, Archer. It's Benediction. So yeah, it's an opening.
Do you need sight range? Oh wait, no, you got perfect sight range.
Not perfect sight range.
It adds an opening, that's all it does.
And D6 holy damage.
And d6 holy damage, of course.
3 damage. Ignores armor.
Alright.
Need a masterwork ball.
And he has an opening now.
Yep.
I can take it another one.
Edwin, are you gonna use the opening?
Yep. Let's do this.
You got this. Come on.
15.
That's gonna hit. That is going to hit.
Okay, so nice. 8.
4. Armored.
That's unfortunate.
You can still hit him with your feet.
Oh yeah.
Dice 20 to hit because of the opening.
20.
20.
Double damage.
Dice 6 because of the extra
4, 8.
4, so 8.
8.
Oh, your feet were more effective than your sword.
Oh, you took an injury.
That gives him an injury.
Too bad you don't have night.
Nope. Unfortunately, this could dog out.
Well, Borak.
Just almost.
There's an opening.
16 to
on
hit?
it. Are you using it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they turn evil again after.
That's gonna automatically hit.
If I do it like
6 damage, Ben's armor breaks it again.
Alright.
Japanese suicide.
Goodbye, armor!
And his shield is no more.
I always hated people with shields.
Horrible, right?
So, and he's
6
still,
damage.
he did 6 damage. So he blocks it with his armor, but his shield is gone.
Can't block it with his armor.
Who's that pen all?
Or hammer.
It blocks the higher of the two.
Oh, good.
All.
Good.
Well, not next time.
Not no
Or yeah. So that's it from Borak. He now grips his bastard sword into 2 hands since his heel is no longer. Or, since his,
Attack me.
Oh boy, I think I know what I need to do here. He's gonna take a step over, attack the Dillo from the front with his sword, rolling 9 to hit, dealing 6 damage. There was a hit. Onto the Dillo. 9 to hit, 6 damage with the sword.
Armor.
I need to throw it later.
Yeah. So 4 damage left. Hey, all blocked.
All blocked.
Like I said, the battle of the tanks. Clank, clank, clank. They're just standing there hitting each other in the head. But we're going to do this now. Move.
Attack of opportunity.
Opportunity attack.
Does he have to turn his back to move that direction, or does he just sideways?
No, he doesn't have to turn his back.
Master Sword has gunner attack, doesn't it? Oh, whatever.
I think it
I'll go
does.
for it.
Oh well.
3 to hit.
3 to hit. Ah, you might get this. 12 to parry. Counter attacks.
19. I dodged forward 1. Oh wait, I dodged sideways 1.
All right.
Get to his back.
All right. Back attack on you. 20 to hit. That's a 7. 7 to hit.
I will dodge it. No, I won't.
And 1 damage.
I will just armor that because it
Oh,
actually doesn't matter.
The minimum you can roll is 2.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can. Can I shield from behind?
No, you can't.
No, that would be your
But
armor.
it doesn't matter because you're a 1.
Oh, and you just
That's
had
natural armor.
natural armor. I'm thinking we should say if you roll 1 on natural armor, you add an opening. Because otherwise, It just tank. I mean, I'd be okay not doing that, but it also seems to make sense with your natural
Just
armor.
gonna get a paper cut and
It's the
slightly
advantage
distracted.
for picking the race I picked.
Yeah.
It's literally the only reason I picked him.
Yeah, but he's so tanky. He's like
He is.
the tankiest tank there ever was.
That's why I picked him.
Like, it's really tanky.
The point
Anyways,
of being a Knight Dillo.
so that was both of them.
And the Ultra's about to have a chicken dinner.
The archer's about to have a chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken
Um,
dinner. This is PUBG now.
It's not
Oh
Fortnite.
my goodness.
Yeah.
PUBG.
PUBG.
2 to hit. You can avoid this.
Any battle.
5.
All right.
You dodged.
That's it. Rhaegar.
I'll just hit the guy in front of me. You know what? I'm just gonna do a sunder on him. And I'm going for break armor.
He doesn't have an
Doesn't have an
opening.
opening.
I'm not gonna do this. I don't have Night Sunder yet. I'm just gonna hit him.
All right.
You want to
Yeah.
make an opening with your shield?
I can do a setup attack. Why not? Let's do a setup attack. 6 to setup attack. He can only dodge it.
Got him.
I hit him. He's getting opening.
Opening and sunder him.
And
Thunder or using your...
Or smash him with them all. Which one? Which one?
I'm gonna sunder him. And I'm gonna go for permanent opening.
All right. Oh.
I'm probably not gonna get it, and probably add an opening to myself.
How many ones have you rolled tonight?
A few. He also has an opening still, though.
All right.
It's like the
Mizard.
slowest fight ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of knights standing around just hitting each other with swords.
Our DPS classes
And-
need to DPS.
Yeah. Do you guys have DPS classes?
I have them all.
I'm pretty sure I've done equal amount of damages. Or
Move me forward to that way, not there we go.
And the Cowden just sitting here scared for his life.
And you're done?
Yeah, I generated a token too. It's like so little I can.
Kaladin.
Oh, let's try this again. But now it's just a dice 8 to hit.
Well,
5.
5 to hit.
Yep.
You know, you could probably hit him. Nope.
I have such high
And then
Clang.
claw attack.
You know, if you flew up into the sky and dove back down at him,
you double damage him.
you roll a dice
Yeah.
20 to
So
hit.
his flying doesn't create opportunity attacks in them.
Nope, he can just take off.
So could I take off and land in the
That's
same
like
hole?
the fastest takeoff ever.
So it's
It's
like
worth skipping every other turn.
You're doubling your
Damn.
damage, so
Yeah.
you're making up for the tournaments.
so I could take off now technically.
No, you made an attack.
Next time.
Did you do your claw attack?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can claw attack.
Finish that up.
Is that brawling? Or is it just
You
Weapon
choose.
skill or brawling skill?
okay brawling? 2.
That's wrong.
What do you have, a sword?
Yeah, I'm Johnson.
You swing your broadsword. He has his halberd up. He just parries it to the side, and then as you use your wings to fly into the air and claw at his face, he just turns it, parries your feet, and you kind of just clamp on it onto the shaft of his halberd and wrestle for it for a minute. You eventually have to let go, or you'll fall to the ground. So.
Oh crap, my broadsword has combo attack too.
Oh my god.
Forgot about that.
Hasn't been counterattacked.
It's okay. It's not like counterattack helps at all.
Doesn't help speed up the fight a little bit.
Borat, can you do anything?
Who's got an opening? Just my teammate?
Your teammate and the guy who's right in front of him.
Either that or off.
Eventually, I'm gonna win the Sunder.
You just keep believing in yourself.
Eventually.
I move
I'm
behind
about
the
as good as
guy
possible
that
because I can only attack every
yeah,
other
that Rowan's fighting.
Golly.
We'll get rid of this guy's armor.
It's literally about as good as a crossbow.
13 hit.
Every hit.
Alright, that's gonna hit him.
Somewhat terrible.
6 damage,
Sorry,
Ben's
I'm
armor.
Yeah.
And no shield from the back. Automatic 1, 6 damage. Penetrates the
His
armor.
armor down so you can do some damage.
Alright.
Should just dual wield pickaxes.
Clank, clank, clank.
Just peel that armor off.
Well. We have another shot at taking out the Kaladin.
Bring it! I feel like I should just run over there, kill the archer. And
I mean,
5 to hit.
oh no.
You do not want this to hit.
Yeah! Counterattack.
Counterattack.
He remembers the counter.
4.
10. Parry.
You also get your feet.
Feet.
Oh,
No, you
No,
don't
no.
get the counterattack
Oh,
for the
no.
counterattack.
You don't-
Yeah.
You don't get
counterattack's
full
not a
attack.
full attack action?
It's
No.
just with the weapon you're using.
It's just with the weapon
Oh,
that you
okay.
use.
So,
Otherwise-
with my feet.
Otherwise, people would like
That's good.
dual wield, like short sword, great axe.
Makes sense.
Or yeah, it was because there's a knife that gets counterattack. And
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
This could get bad.
Okay. So could I counterattack with? I mean, could I parry with my feet though too? Technically.
It's the same thing.
I know, but
Feet
could
don't
I?
have counterattack. though.
I know,
Yes.
but if it comes to that,
You can parry with a weapon skill even if you're unarmed. So
Oh,
just parry with your
Yes.
hands.
oh wait. Oh.
Karate chop.
Oh yeah, your guy got extra weapon skill and
Yeah.
bowling skill. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. So that was the archer.
Get on!
The knight from behind. You call yourself a knight, 13.
Clang! I do!
9!
Oh
9 damage,
God.
at
You
least.
can't even block all of that.
That's definitely going to be an injury.
Alright,
You can block up to 8 of it.
I can block up to 4 of it, because I have to turn to face.
Oh!
Oh.
1!
8!
All 8!
That's a full injury.
And I'm down to 2 hit points on my next one.
This is not going well.
No, this suddenly took a very bad turn.
Chest injury. Good thing you took that potion.
I know, right?
You'd be unconscious right now.
Well,
Natural
you're
armor
unconscious
split in half.
soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Well,
Knights with 14 to hit.
Oh my god, I just
Or
realized
18.
I wish I could-
in it.
Retarded.
Get somebody to attack me.
I would say.
I'm just standing or
There's
something. There's
no point
Just
to
in case
attack
the knight
you.
Gets into.
Like, yeah. Yeah. I've got 20 to dodge. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Alright, the guard in front
I
of
wish I
the
could get my
bellow.
allies.
That's just unfortunate.
Short sword, 10 to hit. That's going to be 3.
Oh, I can dodge this. Maybe.
You did.
Hey!
I'm moving. I'll get a back attack if you don't move.
I will move. I'll stay where I'm at.
Rhaegar.
I'll revive you.
I'm
after.
Rhaegar, what you got?
Focus him down.
Or drink potion.
Order it.
Which one?
Stimulant!
Mizard. What you doing this time?
Alright.
Alright.
So, we got some guys with broken armor too. Which one has the broken armor?
Both of them have lost at least a couple
Yep.
ticks of armor.
One of them I thought said had all his armor gone.
One shield's gone.
This guy
Both
has
of them
lost
don't have
his shield. This guy has lost a vast majority of his armor.
I just
Well, let's
imagine
try.
Epinephrine. Epinephrine. I got that EpiPen. Just
We'll
sticking
try
myself.
brimstone here. So I get a launch D4 missiles.
Ah!
I get a launch 3 missiles conveniently.
Alright.
One on him and one on. So yeah. they
One
got-
on each.
Yep. So.
And what's it do?
Does D4 fire damage.
Alright.
Oh wait. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yep. Dealing D4 fire damage.
Alright, so roll with the archer first.
Alright.
Roll dice 4 twice.
4 and 1.
Alright, you actually got him 2 hit points. This guy,
4.
that's all blocked.
4.
Oh. That is going to
Injury.
injure him. Actually,
It's gonna kill him.
That's gonna knock it down.
That's gonna be his first injury.
Oh. Well, the other guy had an injury.
And then now we got the last.
This guy's got an injury.
Oh, okay.
Now everybody's
Nope,
got an
the knight
injury.
doesn't have an injury yet.
It's the ranger.
So now we gotta roll for the knight. But he'll
Do you
probably-
have? Oh, you don't have any anointing, huh? Yeah, knight's turn. The knight doesn't have. Oh, he still has his armor. He's got a lot of armor.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do anything to him. But go for it.
Not,
3,
none, and
3.
no.
Yeah, I didn't think that happened.
I did a little damage. It's not bad.
Got an injury?
I'm gonna be bleeding out of every orifice by the time this battle is over.
Wait, why didn't you fly away?
Edwin.
Oh, it's
I fly away.
Alright.
Here's the new rules for you for your pet spells.
So you don't have to look at your phone every
Yeah.
time you're casting a spell.
awesome.
Barak. You're up.
I'll attack the guy behind.
Oh, I haven't been using my phone. I'm just using my sheet that I go over here.
Oh. I'll attack the guy from behind for a 20.
Double damage!
4. Tons armor though.
Break that armor.
Soon, you will not have any armor. I will not be
Alright.
able to salvage it either.
Armor gone.
Yes!
Who has no armor?
This
This
guy.
dude.
Cool. Give me 2 rounds. I need 1 to generate and 1 to...
Aspadillo's like, I don't know if I have 2 rounds.
If I can tank this next shot, I'll take him out.
Unless he parries it.
Unless he parries me.
Alright, let's go with
Which he probably will.
11 to hit from behind.
I will block that with my face.
And damage 9.
Oh, Jesus.
He's just chopping
Minus
into you.
3, so 1 more injury.
This is not going well for the Dillo. Oh, good news. Minor injury. You get a permanent opening on you for the duration of battle. That's all that happens.
Yeah, because that's helpful.
That's better than
If
being
you also
dead.
get another one of them, you're knocked out. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Unless I drink another stimulant.
Well, someone has to feed you if you're knocked out.
No, I could drink another
Oh,
stimulant
yeah.
now.
Then ignore the minor injury.
Yeah.
You're just
All
gonna
right.
explode after that.
I'm gonna explode after battle. I'm still gonna die.
Your
It
heart's
doesn't
just gonna
matter.
Wait, why?
The archer flees into the forest.
Really?
Rhaegar.
Can't you
Rhaegar.
dive bomb, kill him.
You can imagine you'd be able to...
I'm gonna kill the guy who has the opening.
Alright. He has no armor left.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, this is really gonna hurt. A lot.
Did you up your dice
Unfortunately,
value?
this is my fist.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. 4 damage.
4 damage with your fist.
Was that upped on the dice? Yeah. Yeah, because it's D4, so...
Alright.
2 to hit with my maul.
You rolled that dice 20, right?
Yeah.
Well, that is standard Scott rolling.
Yeah.
Rolls 20 on the weakest attack.
And parry.
You can't parry that. It's a maul.
Oh, you have another shot. And dodge.
I figured he'd dodge.
Well, it was a good try.
Damn it!
Mizard.
Generates casting token.
Edwin.
Do I happen to see the chicken ultra at all?
No, but you do see his crossbow that he left laying on the ground.
Oh, that's useless. Okay. So I'm going to probably gonna get this then. Oh wait, that human call's not open.
You're gonna die.
He's very injured.
Both of them are very injured.
Yeah, I think he does
He
better.
doesn't have any armor.
You'd want to take the guy with no armor.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for him. So dice
Squat.
20 to
Place your
hit.
guy out wherever he is.
Oh, and I'll use the opening to increase
Increase your damage.
Yeah.
But Scott just used
I
it.
used that.
Oh, not mine.
Oh.
But you double
no,
damage anyway.
nope. That opening got replaced when he counterattacked and got a wall.
Oh, nice.
Okay. 6.
6 to hit.
Wow.
You guys are good at this.
7 to parry.
And then claw attack.
He gets a counterattack. But go for the claw attack.
11.
11, that'll hit him.
And that is dice.
Dice 6 now that it's been up.
Dice 6 times 2.
Times 2.
10 damage.
Alright. How do you want to finish him?
I cloud his eyes.
Feet to the eyes.
Just start like ripping his
Yeah, I just start ripping him off shred by shred.
Alright, as you dive down, you think about stabbing him with the sword, but then decide that's stupid. And you just land smack down on top of his face, and then you just stomp back and forth on his crushed body. However, he does get one counterattack.
His last final.
Oh,
It
no.
cuts off your legs.
Oh,
If he has a leg injury right here, and then he revives the character, that'd be hilarious.
So you gotta do like a good squawk before you do it too. Like right as he looks up, he just hears a squawk and looks up and just wham, just pummeled right into the ground.
5 to hit.
Can I parry this?
Yes.
No, apparently not.
On the plus side, he does way enough damage to kill you. 2!
First
Injury. First injury.
Is it going to be another mortal injury? Because we know Kaladin loves those.
You landed on his sword.
Yeah. Alright, so...
I'm getting a leg injury. Please.
Okay, I will re-roll it just in case. Just out of hopes to get a leg injury. Come on, leg injury. No, unfortunately.
Mortal injury.
You land on the
Unfortunately, it
sword.
was just a mortal injury.
Instead, what you do is, you hit him so hard that you dazed yourself, which means you can't act for a while. You need to roll your vitality versus dice 10 and win.
Oh, that's rough.
That's the rest of the fight.
Yeah. So, do wing injuries go away after battle? Or
No.
not? So I'm better off just staying dazed.
Yeah, unless you
Yeah.
want to give up flying.
I mean, there's only one guy left.
Yeah.
Chances are he's not gonna be attacking.
He just comes up.
That
I
guy
will turn to face him.
Borak.
We're paying attention to sort
What
of
are you doing?
straight up.
Moving one
You're
square.
tripping?
I run to get behind him.
Alright,
That's some double teaming going on.
here we go. His last chance. Come on. 18 to hit.
I will tank that with my face.
Wait, he doesn't have back attacks anymore.
He's got a permanent opening.
Oh, yeah.
10 damage.
Oh, God, dang. Can I intercept?
Can you intercept? Do you have a
No.
shield? Oh,
I do.
But you have
you have to be adjacent.
Damn it. I could have intercepted that whole time. I kind of forgot about that.
So that's actually only 6 damage. So that is one more injury.
You can totally do this. Leg injury. There's the leg injury. There's the leg injury.
He's fine.
Walk it off.
roll it off. Just roll everywhere.
You know, as the Marine Corps would say, take a knee, drink some water.
Get some Tylenol.
It's fine. Yeah, and some time.
My arm's off. Drink some water.
Drink some water.
Rhaegar. Rhaegar, you are up.
At least your arms haven't been injured.
Shield punch. Sunder.
Cat doesn't have an opening.
Add the opening.
Shield punch setup.
Ooh,
I
he's
don't
got a
know.
lot of skill.
6.
10.
Okay.
Not against
maul
this tonight.
attack. Just a maul attack.
He's gonna try and dodge it.
5.
Dodged.
He dodged the shield punch and the maul attack?
Yep.
Probably because you were attacking the square when he's already gone.
You know, I have a feeling I need some higher brawling skills.
I think you're right, Mizard.
We'll hit him with benediction.
Alright.
The opening and D6 holy damage.
Opening place.
6 damage.
Ah! That is going to injure him. First injury.
Work.
Yeah. Few more turns.
A few more turns, guys.
He has
Hold
an
on.
opening though?
Yeah.
You have anointing on him? You could. Can you still generate?
All
I
right.
have the holy thing, so I just get.
Edwin, you can try and roll your vitality to wake
I'm
up
only down for
versus
one.
4.
Ooh.
Wait, I rolled that wrong.
No, you did.
Versus 8.
Well, just skip your turn.
Bora!
I'm gonna move up behind him
Got a 4, guys.
and class Scorch, burning the opening. Dice 6 twice.
Kind of slow.
3
The only time it's
and 2.
3 damage and 2 damage.
when I still have all my.
That does nothing. His armor blocks it. Alright, his turn.
Fight me! You moved
up.
out of melee range? Yeah, I moved up. So,
So 1, 2, 1, 2.
attack of opportunity.
Yep.
I don't
With the opening?
No, the opening's gone.
Oh.
3 to hit.
Same running away.
Yep.
Counterattack.
He's counterattacking while running away? How is that even possible?
He like flings it behind his back or
Alright,
something.
well, it'll help me catch up to him. 9
9?
to dodge.
Yeah, that dodged.
I move closer. He's not getting away. I don't know what this guy thinks he's doing.
You can run way more than he can.
Alright,
You might as well just surrender.
Rhaegar.
How far can I throw a maul?
About 3 squares, effectively. 6 squares.
You could hit the door.
I'm gonna grab the cow. Wake up, you stupid bird!
Mazard. Edwin.
I have a leg injury. I can't move.
I'm the only one
Gotta
who
beat
can
a
chase
7.
him. This is a 1v1 to death.
Your turn.
I chase. 18.
Alright.
You may have gone.
I'm gonna zoom all the way around him and then attack him from the front.
Alright.
So he runs back the other way.
Where do you think you're going?
Opening.
You got an opening. And he'll counterattack. 5 to hit.
19 to dodge.
My 1 shot.
I back up 1 square.
Or do you want to stay in base combat?
Well, I'll stay in base content actually, so I get the attack roll. Wait, no, I won't have an opening.
Ah.
He used the opening to
Oh,
attack
okay,
you.
perfect. Stay there.
Alright, his turn. He's just gonna continue fleeing.
Where do you think you're going? 6 to hit.
6 to hit. Let's see
So
how
it might be
far.
worth just casting spells in melee range.
Wait, doesn't Warhammer count as impact?
Yeah. Oh, you can't parry.
Can't parry it. He has to dodge it.
Oh.
Jeez, cheat me.
What'd you get?
6 to hit.
Dice off.
Oh yeah.
And,
8.
1T!
Oh,
Alright, that's fine.
He goes away.
Alright.
is that one?
Technically, that's the end of the fight. He got away. Unless you want to continue chasing.
Kinda do.
Make for the most, like, the next 4 hours is what's gonna happen.
Kinda what?
This fight's going nowhere.
I think about it, and then I'm like, I'm the only one that knows medicine.
wait. There's still an imp.
Yeah, I know.
Where
In
was
the
he?
cave.
In the cave.
Unfortunately, I might not be able to save the medicine.
I'm gonna run back, quickly defibrillate my ally.
Alright, who's now
Who's like,
recovering
dead.
from the the stimulants
I
wearing
go over and
off,
start searching the other guys.
and you collapse to the ground.
I now meet my new ally for however long you determine
Alright,
and ask him questions.
he kind of
He's your ally. for
wakes
2
up,
minutes.
wondering what had happened to him.
I have repented you of your sins, my son. You are good now.
What happened? Who are you? He
I am your
says,
savior.
as he's injured. He's like, patch up these wounds.
Nice.
And he's not technically injured.
He has
Yeah,
one
fine.
injury.
But I thought that used, like, that got rid of the injury and he just falls down instead.
The Lord commands that you heal your own injuries.
The Lord commands that you heal my injury.
Alright,
Yeah,
did
I
you?
rolled a 3 on a day 16.
I may be unconscious, boys.
Well, it was nice knowing the Dillo.
I'm not dead.
We still know him.
I'm just unconscious.
He's just really hard to communicate with.
We have to drag him out of the woods now.
Alright, what do we need to do here?
How
All
many
right,
packs lost
what do
does
you
the
want
Dillo
to?
take? 6.
Does the wizard have any gold on him?
Does the wizard have any gold on him?
Yes, I asked
Well,
him for a
he says
donation.
If you fit my pack, I'm
Oh.
gonna fly you.
He kind of looks around. Well, all I have is this pouch that the imp gave me in exchange for these.
Good, I'll take it. The church requires donations.
He kind of scratches his head a little bit, like he doesn't want to give it up. He's like, well, I suppose. Here you have.
You are mine,
Have
child.
it.
You
So
are mine.
he throws you his pouch.
Now, can I ask you, why were you bringing people to this imp?
To get this, to get what you have now. It was coin and some of the green stones.
Green stones, you say? What is with these green stones?
My master uses them.
Who is your master?
He is an arcane craftsman.
I'm gonna curl up into a dillo ball and just sleep until my injuries are healed.
Does this arcane craftsman have a name?
Yeah.
Ah,
At least.
he
What
goes
did
by
you
the
say?
name
Yeah.
of.
Probably 2. I can only move 1 square around.
Let's see.
You're not fully prepared for this.
His name.
Does he have purple hair?
No. His name escaped me at the moment.
Well, what good are you to me?
My head injury. My head injury. I'm still bleeding here. Are you gonna make him like heal himself?
Yes.
Wait,
Okay,
he
he has to-
technically doesn't suffer.
Yeah, he
injury.
doesn't have an injury right now, technically.
The spell, it takes.
It takes away the injury.
Yeah.
It
It
says
does?
instead of an injury.
Instead. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he still has some minor injuries from. I think you burnt his robe,
Oh
and
no.
and they're very traumatic to him.
What kind of robes are these?
Expensive robes.
Just
expensive.
standard robes.
get
Like
you up,
priest
get
robes?
you moving.
No, he's a wizard
2,
of
3,
of
4.
sorts.
Did the paladin
No,
wake up?
we need to make half a spell.
Caliban.
Yeah, the Kaladin. You can speak to him.
So as an what can I do with is like, does he have to listen to me? Because he treats me like an ally, but he doesn't. Well, I guess he doesn't have to.
He's
listen.
just like Winslow,
That carries
like
you.
the last one.
No, he only stays an ally for a short period of time.
Oh.
Does he
So-
twat
So
us
try
or
to
just
attack
goes
us
away?
afterwards, or does he just walk?
Yeah, he could attack you eventually. When he decides to finally wake up, he'll attack you. But as of right now, he treats you as an
Sam,
ally, and he
If I
will.
wasn't unconscious, that guy would have a maul to the head.
Oh, this could get fun. He has no armor, right?
no armor.
Okay, I'll talk to him though. I'll be
Alright.
like, excuse me, good soul, we must know the name of your master.
Well, you can find him. He's very easy to find at the inn in Eastcliff. He's always there. A large, bushy red beard. You won't miss him.
Okay, that is some nice information.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm speaking frankly. What race is your master?
Wow.
He's a human. He's a human like anyone from Eastcliff is. Like I am and my friends are. He looks around. Where did they go?
I think they all left.
You should go meet them. They went back to Eastcliff.
Yeah, you should go along.
He
Go
like
along.
looks over. Oh, John has dropped his crossbow.
Yes,
Walks over
you,
and
you
grabs
must bring that back. I say you would not want them to leave that behind, but they said meet you in Eastcliff.
I suppose. I can tell you my master is not going to be happy that I have lost his orbs.
Probably not. You might die a horrible death, but it's unfortunate. Why would you say that?
There's our play here.
I just
He's so dumb.
But go.
Literally on his
The light of God will guide you.
Okay, all right. Well, I am glad we had this meeting.
It's nice meeting you.
He kind of starts walking by you guys. He
Not
looks over
noticing
at
that
the
one of his
Dillo.
friends laying dead on the ground.
Oh no, what has happened to you?
I tripped and fell on a pointy object. I'll be fine. I'll walk it off.
How terrible, how terrible.
Isn't there like a dead body somewhere
Oh.
over here?
Multiple times.
That might
Do you
be
know any
shreds of
healing
human
magic?
flesh, but-
Or maybe have a healing potion on you? You know, as much as he's confident he can walk it off, I'm not so confident he can just walk this one off.
Let's see.
Technically, I'm not either.
Yeah, we'll get. We might
There
have to
is
roll all
maybe
the way
something
back
I
to
can do. Maybe something.
Because if you could be of good service
Be
to
of
my friends
wilderness
here.
magic.
Let's see here.
Roll for wilderness magic spellbook.
What do we have?
Oh, I've got a great idea. This is gonna be so stomach.
So he can cast his regeneration spell.
Yes. Wild magic. Wilderness magic.
What it does is it will instantly heal 1 injury from
It'll
you,
probably drain him.
and it will probably drain all his magic. But let's roll and see what happens.
Does he have a spellbook that he's casting this from?
Oh, he didn't get drained.
Does he have a spellbook he's casting
Then he can
this
cast it again.
from? Yeah.
Why not?
Keep casting it until he runs out.
And he's drained the second time.
No,
No,
I
he's,
get 2 injuries healed?
you get 2
He
injuries
has
healed.
no spellbook?
Nope.
God dang it. I say, I'm also of the arcane arts. Do you have any arcane art supplies on you? I was just curious. I was checking my stock and I might buy some if you
Ah, unfortunately, I must have used them all in my last battle.
Oh, you are a very amazing healer! I feel amazing!
Well,
I still have a permanent opening, but...
No, you don't. It only has last.
It goes after.
Oh.
It's gone after the
Minor
battle.
injuries go after fight.
yep.
Oh, I'm feeling really amazing!
So you just have one chest injury?
Yeah,
Why?
one chest injury.
That's pretty good.
Well, he says, I'm glad I could help you, friends. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under similar circumstances.
I'm hoping it will be under very good circumstances.
Go with God, my son. Go
He,
with
look,
God.
just
he looks at all of you and he says, I will remember all of your faces.
You should probably
actually-
ignore
You
mine.
should. You should.
I'm not that handsome.
We're not
I
very
take
good
a look
looking.
at everybody in the party and pull out my axe.
I mean, though you remember the most handsome of them all.
I attack.
I'm
Seriously?
I wouldn't.
He knows our faces. Why would we let him live? He's evil.
That's a good point.
There's literally no reason letting him live.
But he just healed me.
Can I walk?
mean,
I walk up behind
if
him.
he's bad.
But he's
Do I
all
get
that.
the-
Hey,
Do I
he's.
get him behind the back? He's not paying any attention, doesn't even know we're fighting execute.
Wait a minute. You said
Uh,
he's drained, so he
Yeah, he
can't-
has no
he has no
magic.
spells. He's literally the most
Yeah.
defenseless person on the planet.
All right, let's do this.
I'll give you, he gets an
Are these really the type of knights we want to be?
It's not the type of knight I don't want to be.
Can I walk up behind him, cast flame strike?
Oh boy. You guys are like slowly surrounding him.
We just get a circle.
The hounded mysteriously flies high.
I'm feeling quite bad.
You
He
guys
did
are like,
just heal me.
you guys are like surrounding this guy.
Wait. Before I attack, I'm gonna say, do you have to remember our faces?
Why
Because
wouldn't I remember the faces
We're
of my
on a
good
se-
friends?
You're on a secret mission. And,
Yes. Secret mission. You cannot tell anyone about us. It could jeopardize the mission.
Ah. What mission is it?
It is to defeat the evil
You do
demon
realize this also does wear
and
off.
save the world.
So he will eventually remember he's wanted to kill us.
Did he have a roll for how long it lasted? Or that just-
It's until I decide that he
wants to kill us
realizes
again.
what's going on.
I'll use my override kit to grab my rope and tie him. Can I do that? Or is he gonna be able to?
He's gonna try and struggle. So, at this point, I will let you roll your resolve to try. What should I have you roll?
Like,
Resolve.
I feel like I
on the
must
ground?
purge the sin out of this man.
Yeah.
That's
I'll let
fine.
you. I'll have
Yes.
you roll resolve.
I would like to roll persuasion in an attempt to make him go in peace, but
He's gonna
I guess if he needs to die,
You got a
He will
2.
remember that he attacked this.
All right.
my help, please.
Your ill will towards him breaks the priest's magic effects on him,
Well, I guess we had to kill
I just
him.
tapped
and he starts sprinting as you're fumbling for your stuff.
Opportunity to attack.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of opportunity.
You're gonna get an opportunity.
Anyone that can roll resolve and beat his score gets an opportunity attack.
What was his score?
6.
I mean, he's a righteous man. We shouldn't attack.
I got a 10.
All right, you get an opportunity attack if you want.
Do we get claws too?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a full round of attacks.
And it'd be from behind,
So,
so
it's
dice 20 to hit.
8.
That's going to hit.
And then that's
Double.
He might be able to dodge.
That's increased
Nope.
dice
For
value.
what you just did or not?
increased dice.
No.
Is it? No, just regular.
Regular dice
I
value,
would
dice 4.
remember and know if it was
That's
true.
6
But-
with the sword.
You know,
5
Five.
damage.
a knight must
Ow.
not pull the
All right.
knight's honor.
And then claw
Oh, I'm not a
attack.
knight, so
Ooh, well, I am.
I have no.
2.
Oh, he actually dodges the claw attack. So you take, what type of sword do you have? A broadsword?
Yes.
Take it up and just slash down at him as he's running, hitting him in the shoulder and raking it across his back, leaving
Not
blood
on
trail.
one that he absolutely hates.
And he continues running. What do you want to cast?
Benediction.
And-
And he was in sight range.
And that deals what?
D6 holy damage.
All right.
And I have 2 and 19. 4 damage.
4.
And adds an opening.
All right. That is going to be.
I got a stone fist on him.
An injury.
3 damage.
Wow, what's Stone Fist? What level?
Just 1.
Level 1. All right, you're gonna have to beat his.
Oh, wait, no, I should be at a dice 6, not a dice 8.
You have to be his
1 damage.
soul.
Can he see me while he's running away and I'm behind him?
It's just got to be in sight range. Direct sight range.
And he has spell components and he lied to me?
No, he didn't have spell components.
Well, yeah.
Oh, counter magic. You have to use components, don't you? That's
You did
right.
one earlier when you tried to counterspell.
I didn't. I don't think I counterspelled any of your
No,
spells.
but you gotta.
Yeah, that's
you were
right.
gonna work.
Let's see what injury he got.
Like,
Mortal.
mortal injury.
Lag mortal.
He goes down with the leg injury.
I walk over to him.
Wait,
cast-
wait. We can just tie him up. We don't have to kill him.
I mean,
Oh, I must purge the sin from this man.
You do this if you just cast what you cast on him before, then we can
I was
kill
gonna hit
him
him with a flame
when he's
strike.
knocked out.
I was gonna hit him with a flame strike.
Yeah, he's got no magic skills, and he's laying there, and he doesn't have a weapon.
I cannot take part in such a.
Can I
Forgive
Such
me.
an act.
Hey, can I fly high and like drive my soul down when I land?
Jesus.
Like the worst
Can
holy.
you just like kill the guy in the middle of the way?
Hold on. On a 4, 5, or 6, there's going to be enough trees open right there that you get a perfect shot at him. No.
Meanwhile, the villagers are dying while you're
I shall save the villagers.
You're like, hold on, guys. The villagers can handle themselves. Let's inspect the trees for a while.
Villagers-
See if my
I
trajectory.
walk up, hit him in the head so he dies immediately, and then walk.
Villagers are infestants.
I'm not a scumbag. I'm not gonna murder
Murder
him.
anyone.
Although, keep in mind, you started all of this. Just wanted to point that.
I'm just saying, when you kill somebody, you don't torture them with fire. That's a free kill.
Although
man
you were going to
had
hit
to-
him with like rocks and stuff.
In the head.
This man had to be purged of his sins and to purge.
All right.
away
Well, the
his
good
sins
news
with
is
fire.
he is no more.
Alright.
He is no more. After a lengthy debate on to how to kill this guy, as he's lying there going, "No, please, no." You're like, should we kill him with fire? Should we kill him with rocks? Should we kill him with a dive bomb from the sky? He's just like
I didn't want to kill him to
in
begin with.
horror, going, "What's going
I
on?"
still agree with the
We are
decision.
probably the worst holy people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
You two are the worst people we will ever meet.
Holy, unholy. What's the
Hey, I'm in
difference?
Quizlo. I'm allowed to be an
Although,
asshole.
does he work for the Baker King?
That would have been a great question to ask before he was
it
dead.
would have. Let's go into the cave.
We'll just assume he did. Righteous death.
Righteous stuff.
All right.
Righteous death.
That's
You
what I
enter
usually convince Scott.
Oh, by
Into
the way,
the
can
cave.
anyone fix my armor?
Oh. Yeah.
I could roll. Well, no, I can't.
I got you.
16.
Do you have materials?
She's 7.
I
You
do
have
not
materials?
Oh.
Because the rule
Yeah,
is
you have to have materials.
you need materials to fix
I don't
it.
have materials either.
And then
Oh, there's no prefix.
I need hide.
there is a free fix. You
you
roll
don't
to
roll
see if
one.
you consume the materials. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So if the roll is successful, you don't consume the materials. If it's
Did
unsuccessful,
you roll
materials are
before when you
consumed.
tried it?
I had screwed it in the previous campaign to heal 1 damage point, so I just burned the materials to fix it fully. So, I
Into
will
the
wait
cave.
until we skin the next creature we kill.
I walk
Hopefully
first
it
into the
won't be a
cave.
human.
Let's pause for a break. If it is a human, you're gonna be wearing some really interesting armor.
I don't know if I would call myself a knight of short
Hey, there's a wizard over there.
Press 1 in chat if you want it to be a human.